Bucks with some changes. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Monroe. Vasquez comes in for Chris Middleton. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Carter Williams. Bucks trail by 6. Now Vasquez kicks it to Mayo. Shoots the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Aflalo outside. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And now an 8-point New York lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
They're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up. That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
On its way from Aflalo for 2. That doesn't go either for Aflalo.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Calderon. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Anthony. Here's Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And that one misses.
And you guys, he was once considered a tweener, but now I think Derrick Williams has kind of settled in to that 4 position. Seems to be the best position fit for him at this stage of his career.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. It's going to be Mayo shooting. That one's on Anthony. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Anthony. Last year, Williams did find a nice niche playing the 4. Still, his minutes and numbers, Clark, remain low.
Well, it's unfair because he was drafted so high, top 5 when he came out, and I don't think he'll ever live up to that draft position. The highlight dunks are great, but he's got to find other ways to continue to grow.
Now, here's Calderon. 13 feet away. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Ensign. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Mayo against Williams. From about 16. Cannot hit. Calderon can't get it to go. And we reach the end of the first quarter. New York ahead. They're up by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And some tough time for the Knicks, but you listen to Carmelo Anthony, it's clear he's invested in this franchise.
They pulled all the strings to get me here, and I wanted to be here. And yeah, I want New York to be that place where guys want to come play in New York, you know, and I want to retire in New York. I mean, let's just be quite frank.
Knicks fans rooting for Carmelo to help make New York a playoff venue once again.
You know what? It's going to take a lot more than Carmelo playing strong to get the Knicks back into the playoffs and to make them a destination to where NBA stars want to come.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Calderon. Amundsen is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Williams. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. Calderon. Here's O'Quinn. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And he knocks down the first one.
Listen, the Knicks finishing at the bottom of the East last season. They didn't go into the season thinking they were in for a rough go, making last season all that more painstaking for the fans.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Johnny O'Brien comes in for John Henson. And Middleton subbed in for Vasquez. Good on both. And for the Knicks and their play against the rest of the conference, guys who've been talking about only Clark 11 wins in 52 games.
And you know, Kevin, what's worse is the Knicks were 5-21 at home against the East. No matter how you slice that up, the Knicks had a season that everybody would like to forget in New York.
Here's O'Brien with his first shot attempt. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now, here's O'Quinn. Here's Galloway. That ball's nice feed this time from Jose Calderon.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
There's the pick. Here's Monroe. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Monroe's got his second bucket of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's Williams. Rejected by Monroe. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Monroe. So for the Knicks, Lopez comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And Anthony subbed in for Derek Williams. Calderon passes to Galloway. Anthony down low. Now the dish to Amundsen. Pass to Calderon. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Anthony's got the lead up to 9 now for the Knicks.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's covered closely. All sorts of time. Cannot hit. The Knicks go the other way with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Calderon. Out to the right wing. Galloway kicks to Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. Not enough on that one as it misses. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Middleton. Drains it from 17 feet out. Middleton's got his second bucket of the game to go. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Galloway. Carter Williams covering. Feeds it to Amundsen. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the miss by Anthony.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now here's Carter Williams. Not a lot of room. Lopez with the block. Outside Anthony. 8 feet away. New York, no good that time either.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
If you look at the numbers for Robin Lopez, Clark, they won't blow you away, but his impact is a lot bigger, I think.
Exactly, Kevin. I mean, he's unselfish as a player, does all the little things. He's not focused on his numbers or shot attempts, and that's a welcome deal for coaches and teammates. He just wants to help his crew win. Bucks trail by 9.
And here is Carter Williams. He has 6. And there's the feed to Copeland. To the wing on the left. O'Brien kicks to Carter Williams. Middleton for 3. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. 7 points for Chris Middleton.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And when it comes to Michael Carter Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size, he's a good athlete, plays hard, but he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Well, going back to Michael Carter Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. Oh, wow.
Beautiful jam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Well, nobody said, Greg, being in the NBA was with a feint of heart. The Knicks in a few short years have gone from a playoff team, unfortunately, to the worst team in the NBA.
Hard to fathom, Kevin, that the Knicks did enter last season with playoff aspirations, but that quickly vanished. They were just completely overmatched and overwhelmed.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
You know, the Knicks made the playoffs every season between 1988 and 2001. It's kind of strange now to see the Knicks struggle to get into the playoffs so often. Only 3 trips in the playoffs the last 10 seasons.
Bucks trail by 6. Out to the right wing. And Copeland kicks to Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And listen, the pressure is always on the Knicks to make the playoffs just because of where the team is. Being in New York can have its advantages, but it comes with expectations that your team will be in the postseason. And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
The pass to O'Brien. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from the baseline. It's deflected.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Carter Williams. Good D by Lopez.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. It can't happen.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Calderon, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Antetokounmpo comes in for Johnny O'Brien. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Chris Copeland. And it's Vasquez in for Chris Middleton. And then for New York, Kevin Serafin is checked in for Lopez. And it's a Flalo in for Langston Galloway. Bucks trail by 7. No one near Mayo as he lets it go. No good on the 3. Anthony dishes to Calderon. Lets it go with the 3. Jacks up a three.